Welcome back to Little Snickers, baby. I'm your host, Mike Rainey. It's my co-host, Cal Donjala. Cal.
Hey, Mikey.
How's
How
it going,
are
buddy?
you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Jake Patera, how are you, my friend?
What it do, boys? What it do?
You're doing a lot tonight, baby.
Yeah, man.
Danny Dubs, how are you, friend? Welcome back, man. Danny and I had a bang-up weekend in Houston.
Yeah, it looked fun.
Oh, man. We live like kings, baby.
I saw you guys riding the mechanical bull together.
One horn up both your asses.
Oh, man. Lasted 8 seconds on the bull and 8 seconds in my wife. We thought we were doing something. We were porking in the window at the hotel as soon as we got there. And then when we left the hotel, we looked up and it you can't see inside.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to be showing off?
I didn't care.
You just see a bunch of fucking ugly tourists just banging in the windows.
Remember how when the pandemic started, everybody was banging pots and pans in the window? What if everybody was fucking in the window to commemorate nurses?
Yeah, thank you, Houston Maternity Ward.
Anybody who couldn't find pots and pans was just getting their dick sucked in the window. But it's good to be back here. Happy to be doing Little Snickers again. And I'm hoping I get my guy tonight. I'm hoping we do not get the Impractical Jokers podcast because I have a nice snack for you.
Okay.
And I have a really fun guy planned. Provided you don't win the toss.
All right. Well, in the interest of not wasting food, I'm kind of on your side for this one.
All right, let's go, man.
Because you've loved all the dishes he's served you so far.
I would hate to waste any of that diarrhea concoction you
I
made
promise
last
you,
week.
if you taste this, well, either way, no
Is
matter
there
how
going to be a
this-
blindfold
If you
taste test
taste it.
again?
you can open your eyes for this one. This is fine. There's no trick behind this one. This is just something that is going to taste really good for you.
Jake pulled up in his car in a blindfold. He's been ready for this all night. All right. Okay. If I win the toss, we're going to do an episode about one or all of the Impractical Jokers.
All right.
And if you win, we're going to do some crazy fuck. Crazy fuck.
Yes, baby.
You win again.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll whip out your snack while I describe what's going on tonight.
All right.
Cow Donjala.
Thank you.
And I have paper towels for the both of you here. So
Oh, God. How about a puke bucket?
you're not going to need it. I'm telling you, this is good. You're going to like this.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. It's bacon, it's sausage, and most specifically, Canadian
bacon. Does yours make a little smiley face too?
Mine does. Mine makes a meh face. But yeah, yours does.
That's so nice of you.
Thank
you.
man. You guys deserve it because I feel like I put you through the ringer the last few times we did this shit.
Showing the camera.
And
This is really nice.
take a bite, man.
Really something. I don't like the way you said that.
No, I just want you to eat so we can dig into this.
Take a bite.
Right,
Tell me what
right.
you think.
I just want you guys
fucking
to
rat
eat.
poison.
There's no poisoning involved. I just want you guys to take a bite of each of these things just so we can get
Delicious.
started and get moving here. Because we have a lot to cover, and this guy tonight is easily one of the sneakiest stinkers. I say this every week, but I just keep getting led down these rabbit holes where these people are so fucked up. And this guy is so fucking funny, too.
What's this fucker's name?
His name is Robert Willy Pickton.
Sounds like an old blues guitarist.
Isn't that the guy that sold his soul to the devil?
Well, I got the prostitute in the blue. So he is also known as the Butcher and the Pig Farmer Killer.
That's fucking specific.
Yeah.
Pig farmer killer.
He is.
That's a shame. Pigs are my favorite farm animal.
I can tell.
I love pork. Of all kinds.
Good.
You got a weird little twisted fucking smile on your face.
I know.
I'm
That
just
is telling
dude,
me that
I'm
this
just
is
happy you
cooked
like
in
pork.
something weird.
No, I'm with you on pork. Pulled pork, push pork, any which way you want to fucking serve it. I like it, man. I'm a pork man.
Push pork.
My favorite kind of barbecue.
Just some barbecue pitmaster. You open the door and he's like leaning into it. Just shut the door, man. Shut the door. Nobody's supposed to be back here.
Me get one of them paper towels.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
See, nothing wrong with that, right?
No,
It's fine.
Not yet, but I don't trust you.
I'll grab one too, because
Here you go, buddy.
So far, thank you for the snack. But
You're welcome.
I really think you're
I'm
going to tell me
I
it was
did not
cooked in
fuck with
fucking
this at all.
used dildo grease or something.
There is something dildo related at some point in this.
Okay.
All right.
God damn it.
So Robert Willy Pickton.
We're going to have to double dildo each other's as we eat out of pig troughs.
There's like a requiem for a dream.
It's like fucking the Saw guy sitting on his tricycle jerking, watching you guys eat hot dogs and split a double-ended dildo. All right, so Willy Pickton. Oh, let me show you this motherfucker. Just so you have a frame of reference. So this is Willy Pickton.
Kind of looks like a fucked up Craig T. Nelson.
He does, yeah.
Craig T. Nelson, if he got microwaved.
Is it the same picture?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so he was born October 24th, 1949. His
That's pretty modern. For
yeah, it is. Yeah. Dude, he was just caught 14 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Or actually, no, it was 2002 that he was caught.
Okay.
But he went to trial in 2007. So he was born in British Columbia in an area called Port Coquitlam, which is east of Vancouver.
Okay.
His parents were Leonard and Louise. Like most of these motherfuckers, fucked up upbringing. His dad really didn't fuck with him. The only thing that I could find that points to him being really fucked with by his dad was a recollection that he had, where he says that when he was 3 years old, he was they grew up on a pig farm. So the parents were pig farmers. So he was in his dad's truck when he was 3 years old, and Dad got out to make sure the pigs were all fastened in correctly. And little ass Willie, who was 3 at the time, said he got in the driver's seat and put the truck into gear, and he crashed into his wall. And he said it crashed so hard that the pigs got loose. And because the pigs got loose, his dad whipped his ass.
Whew.
Other than that, though, it seems like his dad really just ignored him altogether.
After the pig incident, he's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth.
Most pig incidents leave a good taste in your mouth, so it must have been pretty fucked up to leave a bad taste in his mouth.
Well, he is Muslim, so kind of fucked him forever.
His mom was named Louise, and she spent more time with the kids. So it was Willie, his brother Dave, who was younger, and his older sister Linda. They're all within a year or so of each other. Willie and Dave...
Canadian-Irish triplets.
Yeah, they got them. So Willie and Dave, from the time they were little, they had to do all the work on the farm that their dad was doing. Linda didn't have to do anything pig-related. So she was living, like, her mom was just insistent upon her living a typical girl's life, which was she got nice clothes, she got to hang out, she got to enjoy school. The boys didn't get any of that. And on top of that, they were dumb as shit.
They didn't even get to go to school?
They did go to school, but there were days where they would skip school to work.
Yeah.
Most days they were working and going to school on the pig farm. And it was fucked up work. And Dave and fucking Willie would get fucked with just because they smell like pig shit constantly.
Mm-hmm. That's not gonna be good for a bully.
No, and there were numerous nicknames they would be called, and they were all pig related.
You got any?
Piggy,
Classic.
Yeah.
fucking like pig pen. It wasn't anything super creative, but it was just to remind them, it's like, not only do you smell like pig shit, but I'm going to remind you that you are a pig.
Yeah, I mean, if that class was full of black teenagers, it would have been a different case. But you're dealing with some Canadian fucking farm boys, so it's not great.
Canadian bacon ass having motherfucker.
Mounty ass.
So they were getting fucked with constantly, and the place was fucked up. So their farm was 17 acres. And I'm going to put up pictures of this, and I should have put it out for you and Jake to be able to see, but I'm going to put it up when I put up the video. But this place is fucked up. It's really fucking creepy looking, especially the barn where they did the butchering. It looks like something out of a horror movie.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And dude, the house, the fucking animals on the farm had free reign of the house as well.
What?
They would walk through the fucking house.
Fucking Mr. Ed and shit?
So, dude, it wasn't like you could just come in, take a bath, and just be chilling and not had pig stench on you.
Dude.
Yeah.
You would go to the
throughout the whole
breakfast
house.
table and there would be pigs sitting there eating your fucking Count Chocula by the time you got to the fucking table.
The sheep reading a newspaper.
That's strange, right?
It is.
It seems
Yeah.
like not normal.
They were fucking disgusting. By their accounts, they would get 1 bath a week.
The animals
Less
or the
than
people?
the pigs.
The pigs would get 3, Willie would get 1. But Willie's mom would make him take 1 bath a week. And for some reason, he developed a phobia of showers. He would take baths, but never a shower. I haven't found an explanation for that yet.
I'm
But
surprised they even would have a shower in the 50s.
yeah, I
On
don't
a
know,
fucking
man.
farm. I just picture them in like a fucking
Well, maybe that's why. Also,
barrel full of cold water.
yeah, and also, dude, he just looks like a nasty ass motherfucker. So when people probably busted his balls about being a fucking dirtball,
Yeah.
he might have just been like, "No, it's like I got a doctor's note. I'm scared of showers." It's a real thing, dude.
I'm scared of showers and I live with pigs. The odds are stacked against me.
So, dude, these. All right, Dad wouldn't pay attention to him. His mom would kind of fucking pay attention to him. However, she was neglectful and she was also very abusive too. When he was 3, because he would cry so much, his mother forced him to stay in the chicken coop.
Oh my God, that's not going to help.
God damn. That's when he befriended a spider named Charlotte.
So he
Dude,
would.
stop crying. You can come out of the chicken coop when you're done crying. God damn.
You're acting like a clucking baby. Knock it off, dude. Dude, she made him sleep in the fucking chicken coop, and he said he would lift up a floorboard in the barn because there was fresh water under there. Well, what he deems is fresh. So there was a stream running through there, and he would scoop it up by hand to be able to stay hydrated.
Oh my God, that's
What?
fucking torture.
Dude, and he's fucking 3 when this is happening.
Jesus Christ, that's horseshit. He doesn't remember that. Nobody remembers 3.
Yeah, that's-
Dude, I have memories of 3.
Yeah, what do you remember?
My earliest memory is of my mom going to the Poconos with my Uncle Beeve.
Oh no,
Dude,
no,
and
again.
I think I remember it because I remember it feeling like, okay, I don't think this should be happening.
Yes,
Because she wasn't going with my father. Like, she was going with my Uncle Beeve. They
Who
went
was
away.
not your uncle for backstory.
Right, yeah. It's my dad's friend.
If you don't know this story, listen to the Dad Meet episode to hear this.
Yeah, Uncle Beeve was a
fucked
first class
up
fucking
shit.
weirdo. But I remember them going. I lived in a house called Garfield Road, and I remember them saying that they were.
Jim Davis ass.
I hated Mondays and my mother. But I remember them leaving and me thinking, all right, this is weird. And I left early in the morning, and they ended up coming back sometime during the night, and they brought me back this drum. So that's my earliest memory.
Yeah.
But at that time, I was 3.
With your limited, maybe weeks of cognition, you knew that why this is weird.
Yeah, I just didn't understand why she was leaving.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I understood why they were going together, but I probably thought it was weird that my mother was just leaving without me.
Yeah, well, it's probably better that they left you alone with Uncle Pete.
All right, so according to him, those are his memories. So another very funny thing about his mother, there's no description of the father's appearance. Although I take that back, there is. Like, every guy in the family, although his brother Dave was heavier, every guy in the family had like a ratty, like stringy look
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah, you
pretty
can see.
skinny from the top here.
Yeah, he just looks like a fucking rat, like a gross fucking dirty ass Canadian bacon ass cutting rat. Description of his mom is as follows. She would wear a house dress over a pair of men's jeans.
Oh yeah.
All right.
She was balding, and she had a goatee.
Oh my God. Triple threat.
She Norman Bates.
Dude, there's a great book that I used as a pretty significant form of reference for all this shit called On the Farm. It's an incredible fucking book. And they interviewed a bunch of people that interacted with the Pickton family. And one of Willy's childhood friends said he just remembered thinking as a child, like, why wouldn't this lady just shave this fucking goatee off? It is so fucked up and so noticeable. Why can't she just shave it?
Yeah.
Dude, why didn't she just join the circus? She probably could have made some fucking bank.
Yeah.
Right?
Do they have circuses in Canada?
Sure, they're too nice to
The Cirque du
call
Soleil.
somebody.
Yeah,
a
they're too nice to
bearded
hit the
lady.
elephants. So not only does this
Jesus
kid have to live
Christ.
in fucking squalor, but his mom looks fucked up too.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is fucked. Everything about this situation is fucked up. On the farm, they would have pit bulls protecting the farm, and on top of that, one of the guys who would later come to work at the farm said the largest animal out there was a boar that, in his estimation, weighed 600 pounds.
God
They
damn.
can be pretty big, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, and he said there were so many different like hiding spots on this property, and you'll see it like when I post the picture of this property, because there's the barn, there's 2 housing structures. They add a bunch of shipping containers, and they also add a bunch of mobile homes.
That's some shabby chic shit right there.
Dog, and there's all these like fucking mounds of dirt and shit like that. So there's millions of different places for people to hide.
This is like the property where making a murderer happened, it seems like.
It's that fucked
Just
up.
like sections of fucking...
It seems like when you look at this fucking thing, you'll get the impression like if you're trapped here, you're gonna feel like you can't get out.
Yeah.
So there's all these fucked up places going on. It's a disgusting place. On top of being dumb as shit, both Willy and David both have speech impediments.
Oh, god damn.
So Willy's didn't seem as pronounced as David's. Like Willy seemed like he talked very high pitched and he talked so fast that you couldn't understand him.
That's a pretty funny combo.
It is, especially when you look like that.
Yeah.
But dude, David had that shit where you can't pronounce R's.
I knew it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
Hard day of work.
yeah, so fucking Elmer Fudd syndrome.
Elmer Fudd syndrome. EFS.
Dude, related to the fucking speech impediment where he can't pronounce R's. In 1992, he was convicted of sexual assault.
The brother?
Yes. He tried raping a woman, and when she went to court, he was adjudicated for it, and then she later went back to court for a civil case to sue him. And during her testimony, she said, and these are her words, he said it twice, and because he couldn't pronounce R's, he said, "I'm going to whip you."
Oh my god.
Did he at least say, "I'm sorry"?
I've had a long day hunting rabbits.
Who says that?
Apparently, Davy Pickton.
Jesus Christ.
Hunting season. Wape season. Hunting season.
You're not supposed to you don't have to say it. It's obvious
Dude,
what's happening.
This is in her court testimony.
She said W-A-P-E.
Wape. She says wape because he could not pronounce his R's.
So she didn't know what he was talking about. Like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, buddy. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
fortunately, this was at a construction site, and this was happening, I guess, in like the foreman's trailer, where he started to impose himself upon her. But thankfully, somebody knocked on the door and came in and disrupted it, and she was able to get out
Wow.
before he was able to do anything worse.
Yeah, so these guys raised fucked up together.
They're just all fucked up. Now, going back to their childhood, so they're dumb as shit. They have speech impediments.
This just sounds like a WWF tag team.
By God, that's dumb as shit's music. Just the song that never ends. When his IQ was measured, just for reference, Willy's was measured at 86. So 70 is the borderline for intellectual disability. Willy clocks in at 86. So he's not a total fucking moron.
No.
But
But he's pretty close.
yeah. It's fucking Indiana Jones like sliding in to grab his hat before the door drops down.
Yeah, I think 90 is a good measure for whether or not you're a mental retard. But who the fuck? When did they take his IQ test?
When he got busted.
Do they do that?
I guess for the sake of the trial, because maybe they were considering using a kind of defense which would say he's not totally aware of the magnitude of what he's doing.
Huh.
I feel like we should get our IQs tested by the cops.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
You guys are friends with the cop. Maybe he could do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Do you think maybe because he lives on a pig farm that they should have given him a BBIQ test? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, man. Could be. All right. So in 1952, something very fucked up happens, and it gives you a very good indication as to the kind of upbringing these kids had.
This is 52, you said?
So this is 1952. So
13 years old?
Yes. In 19... Wait, no. So this was... No, wait. I have to have this date wrong.
Oh, wait, yeah.
My bad.
49 to 52.
I mean, it
That would
sounds
only
like
be three
he's going to
still.
be emancipated and then raised by chickens at this point. That's all I'm imagining.
All right, I definitely have this date wrong. So I apologize for that. But this incident will give context, which shows why this motherfucker probably, had an inclination to do the fucked up shit that he had. At a certain point during their childhood, all right, so David just gets his license. So this is probably closer to this is probably the 60s. So David gets his license and he's out driving. While he's out driving, he ends up getting into an accident. It's not a car that he hits. He hits an actual person. Ooh. So there's a 14-year-old kid that's walking along the side of the road, and he blasts this fucking kid.
Damn.
The kid ends up getting a skull fracture and a dislocated pelvis.
It's not that bad. I mean, skull fracture's fucked up, but I thought he was going to be dead. I thought it
Well,
was going to be a fucking...
It gets to that point because immediately...
I thought it was murder.
No, I think in this case,
Vehicular
the manslaughter.
Reckless endangerment.
After he hits this poor kid, he races back home to tell his mom what happened. He and his mom go back to the scene of the accident. So, again, this is fucking rural British Columbia. So, people... Whoa. There's a rural British Columbia. So, they have the time to get away with this shit.
Yeah.
So, the mom shows up to the scene. She sees that this kid's fucked up. He's not dead yet. The mom sees how fucked up he is. She rolls him down into a ditch where there's these huge... This huge puddle of water. Wow. He ends up dying because he drowns in the puddle.
No.
Yeah. Later that night,
Damn, dude. Just getting rolled down a hill by a fucking circus freak.
by a lady with a goatee.
Yeah.
As a fucking doofus is next to her being like, I'm scared.
So, dude, that night, David ends up taking the car to a local mechanic. And it's late as shit at this point. I think the accident happened around 7 o'clock. And at this point, it's dark. He shows up at this local mechanic's house. He's like, look, I need you to bang out these dents, and I need you to paint this shit tonight. The guy's like, no, I'm not fucking doing that. And of course, he thinks it's weird because he's so insistent upon this shit happening tonight.
Yeah.
The next day, by that night, the kid's parents, they go to the police and say, look, the kid's name was Tim. He's like, Tim's missing. We need to find him. By the next day, they find him on the side of the road.
Damn.
And when they do the autopsy, that's when they find out that he died of drowning and not as a result of the impact from the crash. And the mechanic ends up going to police and saying, look, I think this is the kid that did it because this night he came to me and said his car was fucked up and he needed me to fix the damages ASAP. He ends up going to court, and because he's a juvenile, the records still haven't been unsealed as in regards to all the details of the case.
Really?
However, he did not end up going to jail for it. And it's rumored that the most significant punishment that he received was that he was not able to drive again until he was 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they never found out about the mom's involvement?
They didn't find out that it was the mom who did that until later in life.
Wow.
Got
away with murder.
Dude, 1961, Willy ends up dropping out of school soon. All right, so Willy ends up dropping out of school. I believe he was 13 when he dropped out. He ended up going to work for a local butcher and did an apprenticeship there. So he's working for this butcher and also helping out on the pig farm.
Yeah.
And he's able to save $35, which is a big fucking deal for him because the family's fucking dirt poor. And in 1961, he goes to a livestock auction and he spends $35 to buy a calf. Not for slaughter, but just for companionship because he's so fucking lonely.
Oh, no, he's going to fuck the cow.
No, dude, the kids fucking hate him. He can't find a girlfriend. His entire family fucking treats him like shit. So he's only got this calf for a couple of weeks. He loves this thing. He cares for it. It's what, he probably imagines real human connection to be like.
Dude, it's a therapy calf.
It's got a little vest on and everything.
Yeah.
So one day from school, a couple weeks later, he comes home. He can't find the calf.
Ugh.
Or he comes home from work and he can't find the calf.
There's a new carpet in the fucking room and it smells like steaks.
Dude, finally he comes across his father and he's like, have you seen my calf? The dad's like, you should check the barn. Instantly he's like, I know what happens in the barn. I'm hoping to God the calf is just chilling in there. And he's not dead. He goes in there. The father slaughtered his calf. The calf is hanging up by his fucking ankles.
Damn, dude.
Or hoofs or whatever the fuck calves.
His cankles.
He's hanging by his ankle bracelet. So
damn,
the
man.
calf's been disemboweled and it's just a fucking mess.
That is fucked.
There's no explanation from his dad as to why he did this.
I know why he did it. He's a bad guy. He hates his kid.
That's it. That's all that there is.
He was hanging by his calves.
There we go.
All right.
The dad walked in, was fucking him. He's like, whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a pig farm. Take my mare.
Man, that is rude boy behavior.
Yeah, so dude, these two incidents, again, I fucked up and I didn't remember the date of the fucking accident, but shortly thereafter, his fucking calf gets murdered. So these two incidents close together just show how invaluable life is and human connection is.
Jesus.
All right? So by this time he's fucking 12. So his calf got fucking murdered, and it was the person who he hit was named Tim Barrett. Okay, just for reference. As we progress into the 70s, both Leonard and Louise, the parents, both end up dying of cancer. And just to fuck with Willie, I can't imagine any other reason, because Dave didn't seem too much brighter, and Linda just seemed more of like a normal person, the older sister. The parents left the farm and everything on it to the kids. However, they said that Willie can't have any of his inheritance until he's 40 years old.
Dude.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's very fucked up.
And he was what, just like in his 20s at that point?
So this is the early 70s, yeah. So he's in his 20s, so he's got to wait fucking decades to get this shit.
Is it at least like accruing interest? Or is it just like $20 to whole
I don't
dollars?
think
You know what I mean?
I don't think pigs accrue interest. So at this point now, once the parents are out of the way, shit gets even more fucked up. Like, it was bad enough that they had fucking toddlers living in chicken coops. Bad enough that they're murdering people that they hit with their fucking cars. But now that the parents are out of the way, they're getting into even more fucked up shit. So they got a little bit of money from the inheritance. The business is entirely theirs. So Dave, the younger brother, starts hanging out with Hell's Angels. Now, across from the property is a Hell's Angels clubhouse.
Wow.
So he becomes friends with these guys, and he's trying to get in good with them. And then later on, Willie would often pretend to be a Hell's Angel.
Whoa, that'll get you fucked up.
Yeah, well,
if he was friends with these guys, maybe not.
He would do some things that were beneficial for them. So I think they kind of were just like, all right, dude, just fucking
bringing in pork chops for him.
So he would fucking they started chilling with Hell's Angels, and what they started doing was they started letting them like sell drugs out of the farm. Okay, and then they also used the section of the farm as a chop shop. So the Hell's Angels would steal cars, and they would bring the cars onto the property, and they would chop it up,
nice,
and sell it from there. So they were getting in really good with these guys. Now, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police launched an investigation in regards to all these auto thefts.
Uh-huh.
They actually investigated the pig farm. They went there, and they're just interrogating fucking Willie and his brother Dave. They're just like, these guys are just absolute fucking morons. There's no way they organized anything.
Yeah.
Like, there are car
These
parts
guys are too dumb to even run a fucking pig farm.
These guys can't even start a car.
So they just assumed that, like, all right, there's some shit here that they probably can't account for, but I doubt that they're responsible for this elaborate ring that's rumored to have taken place here.
Yeah, well, I mean, did they clean up every time they chop shit up? Like, did they make it so It didn't look like there was car remnants.
Dude, I don't think so. And also, I just think like the police around there, like they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's also fucking 17 acres to scour over. You know what I mean? Like,
Right? Yeah. And
if you go into the house and they're dumb as fuck, you're probably like, yeah, they're not doing this.
Yeah, and the family like has a decent enough reputation around town, just to where they're just like, all right, these are just fucking morons whose parents both died of cancer recently.
Yeah.
We're not gonna fuck with them. Like they fucking eat breakfast with pigs. How much trouble can they get into?
Yeah, the pigs got more of a fucking share of the house than Willie did.
Yeah.
So they're chilling with all these pigs, and now Willie. Oh, also one of the big reasons why they let it slide was because there was a child serial killer going around at this time.
Whoa.
So they had bigger fish to fry. So on top of thinking that they might not be capable of this shit, they just had more important shit to attend to. So the Picktons really got lucky there. Around this time, so we're getting into the early 80s now, Willie starts really picking up steam in regards to picking up prostitutes.
Okay.
He really loved them hoes. There was a specific place that he would go to called the downtown Eastside in Vancouver.
Okay, so he's going. You got to go into town to get these hoes.
Now they're not too far. I don't remember exactly how far it is, but I'm going to venture to say that they live maybe 30 miles from downtown Vancouver.
Okay.
So downtown Eastside Vancouver is fucked up. It's basically Canada's Skid Row.
Whoa,
dude, it is so fucked up. So it's just prostitutes, like drug addicts, like seedy motels.
Damn.
Just open air drug dealing, just very fucked up shit.
Canada, go ahead.
So Willie goes down there, and his thing becomes picking up indigenous women. Now I don't know if he's doing this because just like
for respect of the natives.
Yes. So I don't know if he's doing this just because who was the fucking last Albert Fish? Remember how Albert Fish would just pick up. He would prey upon people with intellectual disabilities and black kids just because he felt as though the police were less likely to look after them.
Yeah, you feel like that could have been a similar.
Right. Well, with indigenous women, like they're at much higher risk for assault, sexual assault, and there's significant distrust with them in law enforcement.
Okay.
So I wonder if he's slick enough to know, like, all right, if I prey almost exclusively upon indigenous women,
but he's not killing them yet. He's just.
Dude, because he doesn't admit to this shit, it's hard to gauge. A significant amount of women do end up going missing, but police end up writing them off as just
they split down.
Yeah, the behaviors related to either prostitution and or drug use. And even in the 80s, the mayor at the time, this guy Gordon Campbell, said in regards to all the missing women that were starting to stack up, he said it's unfortunate, but people want them off the streets.
Yeah.
So they're not looking for them, and even the mayor's being publicly dismissive of them.
The mayor's like, "Thank you, Batman."
All these women are going missing, so much so that in the 1990s, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police launched a task force called Project Eclipse. And the purpose of the task force is to try to determine whether or not there's a serial killer responsible for all these people.
Wow.
It doesn't lead anywhere. In 1994 and 1995, the land around the Pickton farm starts to gain significant value. Developers come through on one side of the Pickton farm. There's now a golf course. Willie actually used to fuck with them too, because he would, like, while they were like teeing off, he would go out there and he would scream at them, and then he would also ride a horse out there just to trample on the greens to fuck it up for them.
Damn.
Yeah,
Dude.
pretty funny dude.
Pretty funny.
We made some bank selling that property.
Dog, how much you want to guess that they made from selling out selling off some of their land?
$1 million.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably like $5 million.
5.16 million they got from selling off this
Jake.
land.
I listen, dude. I watch a lot of Love It or List It. You know what I mean? I watch
And
a lot
it's
of
starting to pay off.
Yeah.
Dude, so
That's all right. So they're fucking loaded.
they're millionaires now.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking
but they
big shit millionaires.
sold
Dude.
to a place that they were going to make a golf course, and he's going out and trampling the greens. You'd think people that own the golf course would send the fucking cops and be like,
Dude,
get this fucking pig fucker out of here.
Again, it's fucking. Dude, that's actually my favorite HGTV show. Get this pig fucker out of here. Well, I'm a turtle therapist, and he's a construction worker, and we have $8 million to work with. But we really want to get this pig fucker out of here.
Next week on Hog Hunters.
So they have all this fucking money now. So the wheels start turning. In addition to like the normal like fucking pig butchering that takes place on the farm, and them selling fucking pork to local
Yeah, I
people.
can't believe they're still in the fucking meat distribution game after this.
It's the love of the game. Because,
Yeah.
John, they're still doing this shit. They're still slaughtering pigs. They're still raising fucking pigs on this farm.
Yeah, which is like, that's like fucking boutique as far as like farming pigs goes. Like
Yeah.
two guys actually doing it themselves.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's fucking farm to table-esque. You know, I think
Ahead of their
PETA
time,
would
dude.
be all about it.
And honestly, I agree with
yeah.
your boutique assessment, especially when you start hearing about all the dead women that start showing up there. So it becomes more of a boutique. All right. So they got all this fucking cash now, but they're still doing all the pig shit, but they also start getting into some really fun shit that they want to get into.
Yeah.
They start a nonprofit. Do you want to take a guess as to what kind of nonprofit they start?
First of all, they can't be that dumb, because whose fucking idea was that?
I don't know. It's one or both of the brothers spitballed to come up with this idea.
They started a nonprofit for pig fuckers. I don't know.
Something about calves.
They start a nonprofit called the Piggy Palace Good Time Society.
Shut up, dude. Are you
It's just like a
serious?
shell
Dude.
company?
In 1996, they get approved for a nonprofit status for the Piggy Palace Good Time Society.
Dude, that sounds like the fucking cat ranch before the cat ranch. The Piggy Palace.
And its purpose is to basically provide parties for good causes.
Dude. That's where Air Force Amy got her start.
Jake, it's funny you mentioned that because they do have some of those events where like they'll have like fucking little leagues and shit like come through. They really made it nice. They in the barn, they installed a full kitchen. They had a sound system put in there. They put tables and chairs like it's a fucking restaurant. They had a disco ball in the center of the fucking barn. It's dude, the fucking mayor of Port Coquitlam comes to events. Off-duty fucking cops come there for events.
Wow.
Dude, all kinds of fucking shit takes place in this barn under the nonprofit of the Piggy Palace Good Time Society.
Dude.
This is fucking crazy.
Are there shirts?
A security guard who worked there said that they had a very funny sign at the entrance to the property when they started this Piggy Palace Good Time Society. What do you think the sign said?
I don't know.
Oink or go home.
The sign said, "This property is protected by pit bulls with AIDS."
Yo, these guys are not dumb. They're fucking geniuses.
Pretty fucking cool.
Dude, that is unbelievable.
Those dogs look pretty sick.
But dude, at all these events,
Yeah, I think I could take a pit bull on AIDS.
all right, keep in mind that women, primarily indigenous women, are going missing left and right in the Vancouver area.
Yeah.
Their pig farming business is still running, and at all these events, Willy handles the food service.
I don't like where this is going.
So he's got Willy's barbecuing for every event. So that's part of what you pay for when you come to have your party at the Piggy Palace Good Time Society. So just keep that in mind. Did you want to finish what you were eating earlier?
Did he serve human meat?
All right, so we're gonna get to that. But, dude, in addition to like these legit parties that they throw, which the community raves about,
Yeah.
even the fucking mayor at the time, he came with his wife to one like local like little league fucking event, and they're like, all right, we came once, we were only there for a half hour, and we noticed nothing out of place, and we actually had a very nice time. So, in addition to these legit parties that they're throwing, they also end up throwing a lot of fucking ragers, which are heavily attended by the Hells Angels.
Yeah, just some straight up keggers.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it becomes they
Queef
round up
beers.
they round up prostitutes, and it becomes known that, like, okay, if you aren't even specifically rounded up to be brought to this barn for this party tonight, you can come.
Yeah.
Because, like, every fucking prostitute in the area comes there when they have these fucking parties.
Dude, it's the Piggy Palace prostitute roundup.
They have these fucking bangers, and there's all kinds of fucking... They have millions, so they have fucking drugs coming from everywhere. They got booze coming from everywhere. There's fucking orgies going on the property.
Damn.
There's a
Outside? They fucking outside?
everywhere, John.
Damn.
Dude, so there was a security guy who was interviewed, and I think this interview was mentioned in the book that I mentioned, On the Farm. The security guy mentions working the door, and he said, every event, he's like, the amount of money, I would collect money at the door for these parties. He said, every event would range from me having 10 grand in cash in my pocket to the higher end, which would be the most I ever made in one night, was collecting $43,000.
How many people are coming to this?
John, fucking hundreds, if not like thousands, to
Holy
these events.
shit. Is it like $10 to get in, or are they charging $50?
Dog, I don't know. But I think the deal was you had access to, it was like an all-inclusive deal where it's like you got
Damn.
barbecue, fucking booze,
Yeah,
hookers, and
Coke.
drugs. Yeah. So it was a pretty righteous party.
Yeah.
So Willie, at this time, like, he desperately wanted a fucking girlfriend. And he would write to pen pals. And the closest he came to getting a girlfriend was this pen pal that he developed named Sandy Faylauer. And it was a lady that lived in Detroit, Michigan. And he started a correspondence with her. And they fell in love via letter. So he went to Michigan to propose marriage to her.
Whoa.
She accepted, but she eventually said, you know what, this is never going to work, so I'm sorry, I can't get married to you.
Damn. Broke his fucking poor little pig fucking heart.
So even though this motherfucker is a millionaire, he still can't get pussy without paying for it.
Damn, dude.
And more importantly, he wants a girlfriend, and he can't get a girlfriend now.
I mean, he just pulled one of the fucking lamest possible moves, dude. Pen paling to Michigan, and then you go. It's like 90 Day Fiance, psycho shit.
Yeah, he was trying to get her to go from pen pal to pig pen. She wasn't buying it.
They come up to the farm. Love at first bite.
Want to make bacon? But she denied him. So now he's starting to pull out more stops. So he's starting to take better care of himself. One, he gets a fucking top-notch toupee. Willie Pickton pays $2,300 for the best toupee that he could buy. Could buy. Yep. On top of that, too, one of his buddies who used to come chill at the farm was a guy named Scott Chubb. He said once he made that investment in the toupee, it was just like a domino effect. He started taking better care of himself. He said after this happened, it was the first time that I never smelled pig shit on him.
Wow.
So he's really fucking getting it together.
Dude, he's, yeah. It's a changed man.
Is he still scared of showers?
He's in there screaming.
I can't get it wet. I can't get it wet. I can't.
Yeah, most people sing in the shower. He screams in the shower. But it doesn't last much longer because in 1998, so New Year's Eve 1998 is the last party. I don't know what it was about this party, but that was the final straw. So eventually, they ended up getting cited over a zoning issue.
Okay.
And in January of 2000, the nonprofit is officially disbanded. Damn. So they were asked to provide financial statements to say, like, okay, this is going toward a good cause, and we're not profiting off of this, but they didn't do that. So they're like, all right, you can't have your fucking nonprofit anymore.
Okay. Yeah, because they were making...
Well, I mean, they were.
Yeah.
They could argue that, like, it was for them because they were. You said lower IQ. Like when you said he started taking better care of himself, I thought you were going to say he read a book. You know, he read a book. So yeah, I would just equate it to that if I was them in that situation. All right. I'm gonna go fuck myself. Hang on.
Well, wait a few minutes, and I'll come with you.
So at this point, all right, so that was 2000. Now I want to backtrack a little bit. So in 1995, it's becoming apparent to Vancouver Police and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police that there is a serial killer in this area.
Yeah.
And a woman who is a sex worker who goes there to party and to fucking Willy paid for sex, so she came to the fucking Pickton pig farm for that purpose. She's hanging out, she's doing drugs, and she notices Willy bring another prostitute onto the farm. And one thing that stands out about this woman that Willy brought onto the farm was the way her toenails were painted. So she passes this woman who's alive at the time, goes into another room to do her drugs and to fucking chill out. She goes to the barn for some reason. She walks in there. Willy's in there. So is the prostitute with the painted toenails. But the prostitute with the painted toenails is hanging from the rafters by her ankles. And her body is just cut open.
Oh, my God.
Like the calf.
Yes, just like the calf. So it's clear now people are aware of him being a murderer. So this is the first evidence of people explicitly coming out and saying, like, I saw him, if not kill somebody, but he's fucking with this dead body.
Did he get caught?
No.
Like, I mean, like, did he see her seeing it?
He did.
Okay. But she's still good. Could run away.
Still, yeah. She assured him that, like, look, I'm just here to get fucked up, to drink and to do drugs. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing.
Dude, that's the power. That's what you do, man. In that situation.
But did she?
I'm gonna tell. Like,
well,
no,
I mean, did
like,
she?
That's what's up.
Continue to hang out at the house that night, or did she split?
He allowed her to leave, so she got a cab to leave there.
That's
a cab
nuts.
comes to the house and takes her away. She does keep her mouth shut for a while. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
eventually
it would for a little bit, probably.
Eventually, she does go to police, and things like start to turn for old Willy, but not before he does even more fucked up, wilder shit.
Damn.
So I think that's a good place to end part one before we hand it over to the Patreon.
God damn.
Guys, got any questions for me? Yes, you can have more bacon if you want it.
Was this Morning Star?
I don't know. Did it taste like Morning Star?
No, it's the vegan kind.
Oh, no.
I'd rather eat human flesh than imitation meat. If that makes me a bad guy, fuck you.
Did you ever go through a period where you went vegan?
No.
No. How about you, Jake?
No, I tried like a black bean burger once.
Same. I went to Nifty 50s one night because they got a veggie burger there. I was on maybe like a 3-week vegetarian kick, and I had that, and I took one bite out of this fucking veggie burger. I was like, get me a fucking hot dog stat.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm
well, that's
off
when
this
it was
shit.
like made of like, you could see like pieces of carrot in there and shit, right?
Yeah, it was like black bean primarily,
Yep.
and it just...
That was before they had like Impossible meat and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I never went back to even try fucking Impossible.
I've never
meat.
tried
Like, that was
any
enough
of
for me.
that stuff ever.
No.
I mean, I guess I felt better, but...
One time, a roommate in L.A. made me the whole house soy chorizo breakfast burritos, and I'm like in the middle of it, like, oh, this is good. And she was like, yeah, can you believe it's not even meat? And I was like, just let it all fall out of my mouth. I was like, you fucking pig! Why would you do this to me?
That's where I had mine at Barney's Beanery. That's where.
Yeah,
I
but
had
you
my
knew what you were.
Yeah.
you getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was living that LA lifestyle, trying to, bulk up.
Did you finish the burger?
For pilot season? No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like I always finish the burger. Like,
Did you take like a second bite? You tried. You gave it a shot.
I think I got through like half of it,
Yeah.
and then I got food afterwards, like meat after the burger. Does that make sense? Like, I paid
At
for
the
my
same
meal
place.
there. No, I went somewhere
Oh.
else.
Yeah, it
I
makes
have
sense.
dignity, John. Yeah.
All right, boys. Let's head over to the Patreon.
All
And if you're not a patron yet, go to patreon.com/Little Stinkers. That's LILSTINKERS. When you become a patron, you get early access to both parts of every new episode, both audio and video. And also, only patrons have access to part 2 of every episode. So you get early access to everything, and then you also can watch everything, every part 2 that regular ass fucking Canadian bacon eating ass motherfuckers don't have.
You get it all.
So join us over there. Come have fun. We got some more fucked up shit to get into. I'm going to make Jake another plate of sausage. He's rubbing fucking bacon all over his face right now. I might have to ask him to leave. But either way, just fucking join us over there. We're going to head over there right now.
Bye.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Later.